Well, we are going to cross live now to Charles de Gaulle Airport, talk to our correspondent who joins us from there, Clovis Casali. Clovis, we were talking earlier on, 2 planes have already arrived overnight there from Niamey. Others expected during the day today?
Indeed, 2 planes, 2 Airbus planes arrived in the middle of the night. The second one at 4:30 a.m. and 2 more expected later on today. Hundreds of people have already been evacuated from Niger by the French army, and not just French nationals, mostly French nationals, of course, but not only. You have a Lebanese, Ethiopian, a Belgian, Germans, as well as Americans who landed here overnight at Roissy, Charles de Gaulle Airport. For the French Foreign Ministry, what's essential is to ensure the security of those passengers and of those who wish to leave Niger. There's one lady and her son, actually, who arrived with that second plane, still at the airport as we speak, waiting for relatives to come and pick her up. I asked her, what was it like leaving Niamey? She told me everybody at the airport was a bit stressed, having to wait for hours. She's got friends who did not manage to get on one of the 2 planes, who had to return to their homes and who have to come back to the airport today, hoping to catch a flight to France and to Europe. Overnight, our teams, notably Catherine Norris-Trent, spoke to some of the passengers, some of those who fled Niger following the military coup, those putschis who deposed the democratically elected leader of Niger, Mohamed Bazoum. Let's take a listen to those passengers.
For my part, everything went smoothly. I've brought 2 computers, 2 shirts, a pair of socks and a toothbrush. I've left everything else behind.
We were very happy about this evacuation because at some point we were really unsure about our safety. So it worked out well for us.
We're very happy to be coming back. A bit worried, obviously, given the protests that took place in front of the French embassy and the comments made about French people.
Yeah, some of those evacuated passengers there. So, Clovis, why have they been evacuated and what comes next?
Well, the French government wanted to evacuate as quickly as possible French nationals and all those who wanted to flee Niger for security reasons, of course, especially given the angry protest that took place outside the French embassy in recent days following the coup on the streets of Niamey outside the French embassy. So ensure the security of those French nationals. Worth pointing out that the Élysée Palace is carefully monitoring the situation. President Macron's entourage telling me that he's in constant contact with regional leaders in Africa to get their assessment of the situation. So the evacuation process going on. Also worth pointing out that there were discussions in order to be able to evacuate those civilians because the airspace in Niger is closed. There's a curfew, and that could explain the delays in evacuating civilians because overnight it wasn't possible to pick up passengers and fly to Europe. Therefore, a few delays, but the evacuation process is going on. France saying what is the most important thing is the security of its nationals and of those who want to leave Niger after the coup of the military, of part of the military in Niger, making the situation in Niger extremely complicated and volatile.
Clovis, thanks very much. Clovis Casali, our reporter there at Charles de Gaulle Airport.